Hello, my name is Natalia Poida, and today in my presentation I want to talk about what is Scrum and why Scrum is the better way of building products. We will look at the history of Scrum, emerging as the main Scrum components, and finally we will see how it works all together. So back in the 80s and 90s, software development usually focused on a style of working often referred as waterfall. There were a series of gated activities, each one should be completed before the next starts. They were plan, design, code, test, release, and review. This way of working was borrowed from the construction and car production, and often the outcome was that the project was delivered late or over budget. So in the 90s, better ways of working emerged. There were Scrum, Extreme Programming, DCDM, Adaptive Software Development, Crystal, Feature-Driven Development, and Pragmatic Programming. In February 2001, 17 people representing these new ways of working met to talk, and they found some common ground in their approach. They refer themselves as the Agile Alliance, and they created the Agile Manifesto. What is Agile Manifesto? The individuals and interactions over processes and tools. Working software over comprehensive documentation, customer collaboration over contract negotiation, and responding to change over following a plan. So Agile is the main component of the Scrum framework, and Agile is the ability to create and to respond to change. Agile is the ability to deal with and success in uncertain and turbulent environments. And at the end, Agile is the ability to understand the current state of work, any uncertainties, and how to adapt them. So that's why words of Derek Davidson are more than true. The only constant is change. Derek Davidson is the PST-Scrum.org accredited professional Scrum trainer. Because Scrum is a framework within which people can address complex adaptive problems while productively and creatively delivering products of the highest possible value. In Scrum, there are two distinct terms. The definition of done is the first one. It is managed by the Scrum team, and it is shared understanding of completeness and release quality. The sprint goal is the commitment target. Sprint goals provide an objective to be met during a sprint. There are 3 Scrum roles, and each one has a specific responsibility. The product owner, maximizing the value of the product. The Scrum Master promotes Scrum and supports Scrum team. And the development team, usually 3 or 9 people, who will be creating the done increments. There are only roles that are required for the Scrum, and often collectively they are referred to the Scrum team. So, what is the sprint in Scrum? Sprint is a repeating event which consists of 4 different events. First one is the sprint planning. It starts and goes from the product backlog and finishes with sprint goals and sprint backlog. Next one is the daily Scrum. It usually takes 15 minutes every day because here the development team access the daily progress and sprint backlog and goes to the updated daily plan. Next one is the sprint review. It holds at the end of the sprint and lasts for 4 hours goes from the sprint and increment and goes to the updated product backlog. And the last one, the sprint retrospective. It lasts for 3 hours and holds its place at the end of the whole sprint and goes from the past sprint to the improvements for the next sprint. There are 3 artifacts and each one has a specific information. First one is the product backlog. Product backlog holds the requirements for the product and managed by the product owner. Second is the sprint backlog. Holds all work for the sprint goal and managed by the development team. And the last one is the increment. This is a work in addition to the product and it's always potentially releasable. So let's have a look at the Scrum process here. Let's assume and see how it works all together. Let's assume that product owner has been selected and he selects the developer team who were 3 or 9 developers and they have all the skills which are necessary to create the current product. And they select the Scrum Master who will help them during every sprint. So let's look how the sprint works. First thing, how the Scrum works, First thing is creating the product backlog. It might be not perfect at this time and it's okay. Other things that may happen upon Scrum's information at this time, it's a product vision they will create a definition of done, and they will make a working agreement. Next, start the sprint, and sprint starts with sprint planning meeting. It usually takes 1 day, and here the development team will see what work can be done during the sprint and how will the chosen work get done. The sprint planning meeting ends with the sprint backlog. After that, developers team starts working according to the sprint backlog. One more event that has repeatedly exists during every sprint day is the daily Scrum. Daily Scrum lasts for 15 minutes and here people inspect progress during the last 24 hours, replan next 24 hours if required, and sometimes product backlog refinement take its place here. Next we will go to the penultimate event, is the sprint review. This sprint review lasts for 4 hours and here Scrum team and stakeholders inspect the increment. Also they collaborate what was done in the sprint for the purpose of gaining feedback. This feedback is often reflected in changes to the product backlog. And the final event of the sprint is the sprint retrospective. It lasts for 3 hours or less, and here the Scrum team inspects itself and creates a plan for improvement to be enacted during the next sprint. So in the cycle Scrum work, the best thing is the planning and refining enables the whole Scrum team to quickly and easily reflect changes in the marketplace. Because we all know the sour taste of poor quality lasts much longer than the sweet taste of work delivered on time. And this is the end of my presentation. I hope you get the basic view of the Scrum framework. Bye!